when I'm chasing them. Candle whispers, they speak in flames. Risk is the devil, but I play his game. Quick moves, no time to cry. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scalp or die. The thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky. Green and red, they're my only friends. 1 minute charted, never pretend. Pull the trigger, my heart beats fast. Every second, the future's the past. One shot, don't ask me why. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Oh, scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scalp or die. The thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky. The screen's glowing, it's 3 a.m. Charts are moving, I'm chasing them. Candle whispers, they speak in flames. Risk is the devil, but I play his game. Quick moves, no time to cry. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scalp or die. The thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky. Green and red, they're my only friends. 1 minute charted, never pretend. Pull the trigger, my heart beats fast. Every second, the future's the past. One shot, don't ask me why. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Oh, scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scalp or die. The thrills my ends. 1 minute chart, it never pretends. Pull the trigger, my heart beats fast. Every second, the future's the past. One shot, don't ask me why. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Oh, scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hedge. Scalp or die, the thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the The screen's glowing, it's 3 a.m. Charts are moving, I'm chasing them. Candle whispers, they speak in flames. Risk is the devil, but I play his game. Quick moves, no time to cry. It's scalp or die, it's scalp or die. Scalp or die, I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hedge. Scalp or die, the thrills my high. Win or lose,
Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? How's everybody having a good day today? We are very, very flat ahead of PPI. Today we have PPI on the plate at 8:30, and we have retail sales. And it's kind of a tough trade, I'll be honest with you. I think it's the only way to do this is a straddle. And of course, the only way to do the straddle is going to be inside Tradeabate, because Well Charts doesn't let us do straddles. And I don't really have a directional view on with the underlying data. Let's take a look at what the market is looking for as far as prognosis here. So core CPI was cooler. Market is looking for a drop in retail sales. No, consensus is looking for 4. Sorry, 3 against 4. Previous was 0, so we're looking for an improvement, which I think is probably going to happen. We're looking for a 2 against 3 on PPI, and core also at 2. Basically, we're looking for a modest PPI and a better retail, which could happen. I don't have the vibe. I had a really good vibe on inflation. It was going to be more muted, but today I really, really don't. So I think like the best thing to do is to simply straddle. Don't forget, obviously, the easiest thing to do is to just get the Apex accounts. Let me show you where they are. I think we sorry, I just want to organize myself here. I think Apex is actually 80% off. Here we go. Put this on here. I'm trying to put the save. Okay. Yep. I'll put the Apex code on there for you guys to use. So everything is sort of very, very sloppy right now, and I don't think there's any trades to be made until we get the data and get some directionality. But if you want to front run the data, if you want to straddle the data, my view is that probably the best bet is going to be NASDAQ. And the rules for NASDAQ are very simple. The rules for NASDAQ are going to be 4 contracts of the NQ, no stop, 156 ticks. Yesterday I did that, but I forgot to, I did only 1 contract, so I didn't quite get funded. I think I'm probably going to use the same account to straddle myself on this. And I'm going to buy another account just to offset. So I think I'm only going to do NASDAQ today in Tradeovate, but you guys, of course, are welcome. And you also, if you want to go directional in wealth charts, you can do that. I did this directional in wealth charts. By the way, as you can see, the wealth charts now has the full indicator, so it'll be a lot easier for us to trade wealth charts as well as Tradeovate. So I'll be coming back to the wealth charts a little bit later. But first order of business, let's go to Apex and let's go get some accounts. So I'm going to log in, get my authenticator. Nine 73189. So I'm just going to pick up. Oops, sorry. 54699. I'm going to pick up. I have like 4. What's going on here? Oh, god damn it. 54699. Okay. So I have 14 out of 20. We're going to try and obviously see if we can make it 15 today with the straddle. So I'm going to go over here, Tradeovate. I'm going to go 50,000. Be sure you're going to click the top click and the bottom click over here. Don't click the middle click. Just use the word BK Save. That gives you the biggest discount. Go next. And I'm just going to take this off so you guys don't see my credit card number. But obviously, that discounts us to just $40. So now we're back in business, and I just bought it for $40. They'll set me up, and let me just go this way. And you guys do the same thing, all right? And then we will have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trade. I think I'm just going to trade this last account is the one that that should have been what do you call it funded, but I forgot to. I set it to one contract versus 4 contracts. So I'm just going to use this one. Let's say for the long side with the same parameters, and the new one I'll use for the short side, and we'll straddle this both about 30 seconds before the data comes out. See if it has any material impact. Remember, today is a super important day because we not only have. I'm going to make. By the way, watching this trade here, guys, I am going to. If this stays red, I'm going to sell a little bit of gold here in this account. Let's go this way. Just ahead of time here. I'm going to sell a little bit of gold here. Okay. Oh, how come this is not? Oh, because I'm in the wrong count. Sorry. 23. Yeah. Okay. The reason why is I'm going to explain is like an additional setup idea. How come? Well, it's actually totally not working. That I really like to use. I especially like to use it only in one direction, in the direction of short gold. Excuse me, long gold on a turn. But in this case, I'm actually using the short sale. I'll explain to you the turn trade in just a little bit. Probably going to eat this little trade right now. Because clearly I shouldn't be trading in front of the news. But the basic idea is what you want to do when you have a turn trade, and where this works really, really well is if you have this particular pattern sequence. green, red, red. Two reds against an initial green is a turn trade. Two greens against an initial red. So red, green, green becomes a turn buy trade. With gold, and all of this, by the way, has to occur against a range greater than 7 points. So you won't see any of these signals until range expansion. The whole idea is that range expansion leads to continuation, and when you and this sequence of green, red, red, or red, green, green creates the turn conditions under large volatility trade. So right now we'll see if this trade works out. I'm not holding my breath. It's a lot of vol in front of the news, but it's a legit trade. Now, the only way I trade the short side is if the gold is already underneath the 200 SMA, which in this case it is. But the long side is really, really good. The long turn is really, really good, both in uptrend and downtrend. And I can show this to you guys over here on a full scale. Let's go to gold. So let me show you where this works really well. So you have a red, whole bunch of garbage, 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 and then you have two greens. That's your explosion move. Boom, 2 points, super easy, right? To the upside. You have a red, whole bunch of garbage, 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 because there's no range. You come up here, you do a little bit of retrace, but nowhere near as bad as you think, and boom, 2 points your way to the upside. Here it becomes very, very clean and clear. Red, two greens, literally no retrace. Boom, you hit it. And you can see that the turn up trade, the reversal trade, is a really, really good trade generally for gold. Same thing over here. Green here against the red, range expansion, because this is against the 7-point range. This wouldn't print unless there was a range confirmation, and boom, it goes to the long side. So the gold trade is really, really good, and also the NASDAQ trade is really, really good. We'll work on that as well. But for now, we're just kind of putzing around in front of the news. Yes, Judith is basically asking me. We go long in one account with 4 contracts of NASDAQ here. I'll put the NASDAQ over here. This is the idea. 4 NASDAQs, long. I guess I should write this out. I should just simply say, one account buy, one account sell. That's the straddle. Okay, that is the straddle. Minis, correct. The word is NQ, right? If it was micros, it'd be MNQ. It's NQ, right? Yes, correct on that. Okay. A lot of vol in gold. It came in pretty close to my target, but didn't quite make it. This probably is going to be a bust of a trade, but I wanted to show you the principle of the idea, which was this was green, red, red turn trade. Just obviously before news, kind of stupid to be trading it, but I just wanted to show it to you. Let me see if my account got made. Make sure you guys buy the account now, because they're not going to give you. It takes a couple of minutes to set up the accounts. So if you're going to trade with me, make sure you have the accounts already all preset. Let me see if I have it. Yeah, I have it. Okay, all right, cool. I'm actually going to set this up. 228, and I'm stopped out on that one. That's fine. I'm going to put it at 4. Now I'm going to do nothing but just wait for the straddle trades for us. I'm not going to trade any more one way or the other. Although this is very, very tempting. You see, this is a reversal trade. Let's do one more reversal trade. What the hell? What time do I have? I got 10 minutes. If this green stays in place, you can have 2 greens against a red. You see this red over here, red label, and it's going to be worth it for me to just simply go the other way. We'll give it a shot. Let me make sure I put myself in the right account. 23. Let's see if it's going to hold. All right. I'm long this. As I said, gold is really, really good trade to the long side, right? Like I would almost only use gold exclusively as a turn buy trade rather than anything else to make sure that you have a chance of success here. But doing it in front of news always problematic. $7.22 or 8:22 New York. So it's like about 7 minutes before the open, before the news. Let's see if I can get myself out of this thing. Right now, I'm trading micros because I'm not trading the straddle. I'm trading just bullshit turn trades in gold. My last bullshit trade before I laid down the things. And I'm not going to show you the screens because I gotta focus on trading. Last time you guys know the setups. You don't need to see my screens. You need to see your own screens. Do your own thing. Oh, I just nearly got made. God damn it! That just missed me on the offer. All right, come on, baby, come on. You know what? I'm just going to get out. I'm going to get out on the very, very tight little trade here just because I don't want to be in front of news. We're going to just focus right now with 6 minutes left on pre-positioning into NASDAQ, okay? If you want me to, I can put myself to NASDAQ. I can put the NASDAQ trade on here, but then you're missing the instructions. So for NQ, no stop, 156 TP, buy 1, sell 1, sell 1 account, buy 1 account. So in order to do this, for this to work, you need about 6 points movement in NASDAQ. Okay. So I'm gonna position myself into the 25 account. 25, I'm gonna go long, and a 28 account, I'm gonna go short it again for 156, no stop. Always market. Always market. Why would I even consider buying limit into the news? The idea is to be in the trade 30 seconds before the market generates the news flow. Okay, so we got 4 minutes left before news hits the wires. So very common, very stationary here on NASDAQ. Let's see what it wants to do. 25, and then I want to see what is my, 28, 25, So I'm not trading gold. I'm just going to trade NASDAQ today. You guys can do whatever you guys like. Remember, wealth charts does not allow you to straddle, so don't only do one side on wealth charts of how you want to do it. Gold chopping around. Three minutes left. 8:27 New York, 7:27 Chicago. Be sure to get the accounts in Apex. 40%. They're only $39 for the 50,000. This is what I picked up. Let's see what the this Forex Factory. I guess we'll stay on Forex Factory. The market looking for 2. Core retail sales at 4. I mean, if it stays anywhere here, then hopefully will be positive. It'll pop us up. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Let me get rid of this. All right. 7:28. So at around 29, we're going to start looking at it in about 30 seconds before the event. I'm putting the positions on. That gives me, ample time to execute before the positions are on, so that we either go or no go. Okay, 29. Around 29:30, I'm going to lay down one. Actually, I'm going to go long. I'm going to go long here at 25 and 28. I'm going to go short. All right, I'm somewhere around the 788 level on both of these. We have like 40 seconds left. I went a little bit early just because I wanted to make sure I had the trades in. I'm thinking the price will stay relatively close to where we're at, sort of like 1 or 2 points away. So we'll see what we want to do here. I have a little bit of a buffer on my buy side that's kind of like taking me really, really, high up. So we'll see if this thing rallies close to my target. I may just simply exit beforehand just because I had that buffer from yesterday. But now it's moving around. And news, very blasé reaction. I have no reaction here. Kind of a very, very blasé reaction. Let's see what happens. I guess it's just not, I guess it all came in. Core was 5. PPI was soft. All of this is good. I don't know why the market is, that's really interesting. Market is just not reacting. The market is actually going negative. Wow, that's surprising. That's really surprising. Market is going negative on this. All right, we're just going to stay in these trades, see what it wants to do. But it seems like it's positive news. Just simply doesn't look like it's. Wow, I'm just shocked that it's this. But now it's coming back positive. Both my accounts are kind of up and down. Neither one of them close to target. I'm just going to stay in both trades. This could be one of those things where the straddle just takes me out on both sides, which could be because it doesn't seem like the thing is picking up any direction. But it's surprising that NASDAQ just hasn't. I guess everybody's much more focused on tariffs and all that stuff. So I'm just waiting for. My long side got stopped out. My short side continues to perform here as it moves, but I really need this thing to be at 788. So I need like 48, and it's not even close. 788. I need it to be like around. I need it to be like around here, maybe around 48, for me to do anything. So I don't know. I could take the profits right now and just sort of be halfway towards target, but I'm going to just stay in the trade and see if it drifts lower. Market just having zero reaction to this. Not a big volatility move today. Really interesting. I need to be like right around here in order for me to get done. Of course, the big problem when you're doing all these straddles and when you're trading Apex is that your stop is not. It's a dynamic stop, so I'm going to have I'm probably going to get stopped out on this, even though I haven't hit my 2,500 target because I'm already 1,500 into profit, and then if it starts to retrace, you only have $1,000 of movement. That's always the unless you have like a single straight down move, the straddle is just not going to work. And today it just may not have worked. This is like, as I always talk about, it's always a crapshoot, and then it's always a struggle. But it's interesting to watch this because usually we're kind of done in 1 minute, and today it's seems to be taking its time trying to figure out where it wants to go. So it keeps going down. I said I need like 48 on the move here to make it happen here. You know what? So wow, okay. I was trying to get to 52,500. I got to 52,187. So I'm like 2/3 of the way there. I just thought the way I'm looking at this right now is I'm very, very close to target on this one. I can work this account to get to target with the trades that we have, versus it's just not coming to my target. And if it retraces back up, I just basically lose the whole account. So at this point, having gone 3 or 4 minutes into the trade, it was just more productive for me to take the 2,000. I really want to take. I was close to 2,500, but I got greedy to take it down. Or you could just be super patient, and if this thing does hit, you're going to get funded. But it's a very, very very, very slow trade here. So not much going on here. Gold also really did a lot of choppy work and just did not do anything, right? Let me see what happened here. Yeah, and so we seem to be very, very choppy and not a lot of continuity. So we hang tight. We don't do anything. Now I just we're gonna just basically try and trade our standard stuff because we don't have anything going on the news, passed itself out. The news was positive, but the market just had zero reaction to it. We may have actually a positive reaction. Now, here's the thing. What's beautiful about this is that, so I am like on this account, let me show this to you guys. On the 25 account, no, where am I? 28 account. Where's, oh, because I'm not logged in. Let me just do this, sorry. So on the 28 account, I'm $800 away, right? So that's like four positive trades. It's on the big contract. I'm just going to trade the big contracts with this and see if I could nurse this to a good directional move. Most likely, what I really want to do is trade momentum trades today. But if I have some good turn trade signals, I'll try to trade those as well. Well, we're going to trade them on the big contract just to see if we can take that to the 53,000 funding level. Since we've got nothing else to do. So you see how like this sort of just, I mean, I don't think, any of you guys holding on to your position and you're still trying to nurse it, trying to see if you can get up to 48, there may be guys who are more, yeah, core PPI was flat. It was flat. It's positive for the market, which means like basically the inflation is dead, retail is up, but stocks sold off on the news because one, I guess, everybody's much more concerned about the tariff decision today. And that's always the case where you have, and also a lot of the positive news was baked in from yesterday, right? So that created a lot of positive flow. I'm watching gold here. All right, I'm gonna set up myself here for 4080. Okay. The big NASDAQ and the big gold in this 2025 account or 2028 account is what I'm going to be looking at. So we can take that off because there's no more straddles today. Yesterday was a great straddle day. Today just simply, wasn't a show. Okay, gold session highs possibly. I want to see this. I want to see gold going neon green through session highs. Then I'll be long gold just on a classic scalp trade. But otherwise, we've got nothing else setting up here. I think there's every possibility that NASDAQ could turn around and go back up. But then again, if SCOTUS rules that tariffs are illegal, that's going to create a lot of problems and it may come down. All right, let's watch gold a little bit here. Let's see if it wants to give me a green neon, at which point I want to go long off the session highs. All right, I'm in gold, but it totally retraced back on me. Let's see where we're at. All right, 3 ticks. Let's see if we're going to just maybe take it a little bit shorter here. 39.5. All right, I just took a 1 out of 2 instead of 2 here because it's really kind of chunky and volatile, and I'm trying to build towards the funding P&L, right? So I'm at 52 300 basically right now. It actually would have given me the full move, but that's fine. Very quiet. Let's see what. Look at the just the deadness in the price action, right? Very little reaction. Let's see what the markets are saying about this. No, I guess PPI was hotter. It says for some reason, why did this? Huh? Maybe that was the mixed point. PPI showed 3 versus 2. Why do we see? Hold on a second. Maybe we misread the data. Oh, this is so that's weird. Core year over year was higher, but month over month was flat. That's weird. Huh. Really, really weird. Okay. Session highs on gold. Let's see if we get the neon trade, then I'll trade it. All right. In gold here, 46.7. We'll make ourselves to 46.1. See if we can get the move here. Just want to see the longer term picture on gold. So the highs were at the 50. That's obviously the target of the bulls if they want to run it. So far, we're kind of stalled at the session highs here. I think we ran the 60s yesterday, but this is going to be the big moves here. How will the dollar respond to the tariffs ruling? I don't know. Yeah, Chuck is saying, he's making a good point. He's saying that one possible way of reaction to the data is that it's just stale, and it's true. You know, PPI is a little bit stale. So, I mean, I knew this was not. This was day 2. Yesterday was a day where you had the positional, correct moves to get yourself organized on the right trades. And everybody did. Everybody got really funded well yesterday, including myself. But I could have got it funded more. I just simply made the error of size. But we're very, we seem to be like just not really active. Today is a much quieter day than yesterday, much less volatility, because I think everybody's just waiting for the news, and there's very little continuity in the market. I'm going to blow out of this one. I'm going to get out of this trade, because my rule of thumb is if it hasn't hit target in three candles, we'll just get out. We can always come back to it. NASDAQ is also very, very quiet. Oh, look at you guys. You guys who were patient. I think you actually would have gotten funded, right? Anybody held that NASDAQ for about 25 minutes before it finally dropped? I think you would have been okay. You would have dropped and it finally. I just had zero patience on this, as I always do. Anybody got funded on that NASDAQ on the move? Somebody was asking me, how do you configure the wealth charts? Very simple. The wealth charts, the only thing you really want to configure on wealth charts, if you go in here, is parameters. You want the range to be 70, and then you want the A setup to be marked. Direction is both, and range greater than, and that's it. Then just you are going to be the same as I am right now. Yeah, Brooklyn boy held on. Good for you. Good for you. All right. NASDAQ is out. NASDAQ is now a negative trend in range. Kind of you do have a little bit of a momentum move here, but I'm going to wait a little patiently for NASDAQ, for the market to roll out. I am tempted to get short this thing. All right, I'm going to get short this thing, and we'll see how it trades out. You guys, yeah, I'm going to cover the specifics on Thursday night, of course. But I wonder why your indicator does not look like mine at all. I'm just curious. Can you delete it and then reattach it? It should be working fine. I'm curious, like what how you guys are, what your BFF. Make sure you have the BFF dots, of course. So NASDAQ here, I'm just basically trying to trade momentum continuation. We have the range of 41 points, right? Red, hot pink label, but nothing. There's just no continuity in NASDAQ right now, and I did not have the patience to hold on to the funding trade. So I'm kind of, this account is the one that's supposed to try to get funded, is going back and forth on these scalp trades, not making much progress because there's just very little clean scalp opportunities right I'm glad I got out of that gold trade because that gold trade fell apart completely. But this one looks like it's going to turn on me too. So it's not like this one is giving us great continuity trades right now. Market seems to be very, very quiet, finding very little directionality here. I don't really know, guys, what the configuration for. I mean, what I can do is let me tell you this. I'm just going to give you. I'm going to export out this link. Okay, layout menu, export layout. I'm going to copy this, and you guys just import that in, and you tell me if you're able to do it because I can't. I don't know what you guys are seeing that's so different. It shouldn't be that different. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. So as I said, like Nasdaq is a really good buy turn trade also. So I have a red, green. If I get a second green, we're going to try and turn ourselves around and trade the other way. But I need two greens in a row in this range-based structure. The idea is that we sold off, and now we're going to go back up to a reversal. Let me know if you guys are able to see it. Range Zone 6 is on TradingView, the latest one, but on Wealth Charts, it's just BFF dots. It's just dots only. That's it. It's the latest one. All right, it's like a slow motion car wreck here. Nothing going on. Range compresses, so now I don't have any signals at all. And we'll go to gold, see what it's doing. So remember, I said gold is my favorite gold trade is when we go red, green, green, like a turn to the upside, because turn to the upside is always a really, really clean trade. So we'll see if I can get that action in gold. I have the red, first green, second green through the highs. If we get that, that would be a really good chance for us to trade gold. Okay, gold gives us first green. Now, if we get a second green in gold, we'll try to get long gold on a turn trade. Is the import working for Wealth Charts, guys? Give me some feedback. Everything's super slow, man. I don't know. Just say yes. Just import it and see if you can apply it. See if it's working, or just save it as. You mean you don't have? It doesn't look like this. You guys not getting a look like this? I don't know what you guys are having. I would maybe log out. I think the thing is log out, log back in. It sounds to me like it's a refresh problem. Like you guys have some old stuff. Anybody accurately getting my layout on well charts? My range value is 70 ticks in gold, and ooh, we're getting a signal in gold here. Okay, let's get long gold. Nope, no signal, no signal, no signal. That sucked. Okay, we wait. It's 70 ticks in gold and 120 ticks in Nasdaq for ranges. See, like, does anybody have this on your screen? Somebody confirm to me, Ben or somebody else who trades well charts, because I want to make sure that this is not a universal thing. That gold just really not moving. Nine o'clock, half an hour before the market open. Really feels like we're going to do nothing today because everybody's just waiting for the tariff announcement at 10 o'clock. So we'll see what happens then. Sometimes there's just nothing happening and you just hang out. Oh, I'm getting the gold trying to peek its way towards the 45 level. All right, Claudia says it's working for him on well charts. $14. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. No trade. Oh, yes, a trade. Wow, it was God, I hate this. God damn. What a shitty little movement here. Where am I on this thing? Fuck, this was just such an annoying little move, right? Look at that move. It was like no move, and then it just came in at the last second. And that put me at a really shitty entry. Fuck me. I guess today is just not the day to trade at all. Today is just a shitty day. I'm just gonna this account is gonna get butchered. Oh man, that really sucked. That was just such a fake move. Yeah, last Thursday did not record, so that's why there's no recording. Gold is just Wow, look at this. Look at this chop. Look at this just incredible total choppiness. Ooh, wow. Okay. I can't believe we got filled on that. That was the most bullshit move ever, but okay, we survived it. Good for everybody. We're out of range now. The range is like underneath 7, so there's like no more signals for a little while. But that was just the absolute bullshit. But it worked, so I'll take it. And it's still, if you look at, let me just sort of show you the long term sequence of this. I'm going to walk you through this in a very, very methodical manner with the magnifying, because there's a couple of nuances here that are actually really critical. So as I said, the basic idea is you want 1 red, 2 greens for the turn trade. However, and this is such an important however, you cannot have a 1 green, then like a red slope interrupt, and then a second green. What you want, if you really, really want to, high conviction turn trade, is you need both of these greens against the same slope. So in this particular case, you have this red cell, you have this 1 green, you take the second green. No, that's not your trade. The trade is actually going to be this one. 1, 2 continuously. You long here, that obviously makes the turn. Same thing over here. If you see it on the chart here, we have the green here, right? Actually, you know what? Now that I look at it, maybe I made the mistake, because it looks like there's a little bit of a red slope here. It was hard to tell. So this should not have been the trade. This really was, this would have been the trade for the for the second conversion. So it's because it's been so choppy and flipped out. Now, for example, over here, that's very clean and unambiguous. You have a red, then you have green over here, right, against the green slope, and a second green against this green slope. You're long over here, and boom, very easy 2 points over there. So the turn trade, here's a good example also. Right over here, you have the red. You have a whole bunch of very, very quiet chop session where there's no signals, and then eventually range expansion. So you get the green over here. That's your first signal. Green over here, that's your second signal. You're long on this, which is 44.1, and it hits 46.1. You're looking right over there as a trade. So like you had 4 consecutive positive moves on this turn trade, even though it was just just took forever to get done. So that's the pattern. The reason why the pattern is so powerful is because obviously gold is a buy the dip trade, and this is sort of a very, very cool way of using dots to effectuate buy the dip trade, right? So we have SCOTUS later today. That's exactly right. That's why price action is just so incredibly boring and useless. And we don't have anything going on here. We'll see if the market open gives us any movement, but it really looks like everything is dead until SCOTUS decision at 10 o'clock. So I'll hang with you guys for the 10 o'clock decision, but we may just have nothing to do here for a while. Anyways, you guys vibing me on all of this? I hope you You got it. Does that make sense on the buy to dip trade, on the turn trade? And of course, you can go the other way as well. But I'm showing you the trade that I think has the highest probability. Good job. All right, guys, give me a sec because it's really quiet. I want to go get a drink of water. You guys, watch the screens. We have no range. You see what the range is not green. That means there's just no signals anyways. So there's nothing for us to do until range expands. Henry says that CNBC is reporting that tariff ruling is going to be 10 a.m. So we'll see. I think that's why nothing is going to happen. We're just, everybody is going to just sit tight. There may be a little bit of herky-jerky action, but after 10 o'clock, it could be like where all the movement happens, and we'll trade that. I mean, maybe we'll just save our ammunition until that or for that, and just trade that, and that'll be fine. Big sell-off in gold, range expansion, right? So we could, let's watch this. Range expansion, this is the first red. Do we get the second red? Then we want to try maybe try the, as I said, I only want to buy the dip, but we got nothing else to do. Maybe want to take the reversal side as well. I mean, if this thing kind of sells off hard, maybe on the idea that the tariffs are overturned, and that creates a lot of turbulence. We can do that as well. I'll be right back, guys. I just want to get some water. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I just had an idea. You guys want to try? If it's sort of scheduled for 10 o'clock, maybe we'll do another straddle just for shits and giggles, right? We got the time. Let me just take a look. I forgot what the resets are. How much are the resets in Apex right now? Is it cheaper to reset, or is it cheaper to buy the fresh one? Do you guys know? Let me go to Apex, because I'm thinking, that could be just such a massive vol that we could how much are the resets? Resets at $35, so that's cheaper than the. So I'm going to reset a couple of these accounts. Let me see this. Which account did I just blow? I just blew the 225. Okay. User, where's dashboard? Oh, active evals. The 225, that one got blown, right? So reset account. Okay, same idea. I'm going to take this off screen. So this resets that one, and then I want to do the 222. I'm going to reset 225 and 222. Just 1 second, guys. I'm going to go. So this one got reset, and where's my dashboard? Active evals 222. This one. Let's reset that one. Oh, the resets actually don't have a savings thing, so you don't even need to use the code. Okay, let me again come back down. All right, so that'll give me 2 fresh ones, and I'm going to use NASDAQ on that one as well. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much, listen, guys, the life cycle of this resets is going to be 90 seconds. I could give a damn, like how long I need the account. We're going to straddle this one more time, just before 10 o'clock on these 2 accounts, and just see what, see how it goes. I'm using NAS. You guys can use gold. For gold, it's going to be 77 ticks with 4 contracts. For NAS, it's going to be 156 ticks, right? So we'll play that when we have a chance. I'll give it a second to. Here, I'll be right back, guys. Just 1 second. So I have 2 fresh dedicated accounts. This way, it's very clean. You're not going to have any history, any short retrace, anything like that to kind of drive you crazy. And we'll try it again. We'll see if how the news goes. You don't like the new part numbers? Sorry, I don't know what you mean new part numbers. All right, let me see if they made me fresh accounts just yet. We have 15 minutes before the market opens. We're really not going to trade the market up. We're really not going to do anything until yeah, it looks like I got 229 and 230s. See, so I got these new accounts. So I'm going to log out. Oops, hang on a second. And so I have 229 and the 230s. These will be the fresh ones. And then then I actually have, like, the reason why I decided to reset this is because, let me see, the 220, see, the 223 is like halfway to target. And the one that I just quietly did not quite make it is also sort of halfway to target. What is that? Is that, I can't tell. Is that 8? Yeah, I can't see myself. That's almost 2/3 to target, right? So these we can scalp around and try to get funded on tactical ideas. The other two, we're just trying to do a single trade structure on 29. That'll be the game plan for 10 o'clock. I just cancel them all, man. Like, Brooklyn boy, you know what I do is I generally, my game plan always is I'm either get funded or I get burnt. Um, so I don't really, I don't try to nurse them for a long time. Occasionally I will nurse an eval. You want to nurse the funded accounts. Those are the ones you want to preserve. On the evals, you either win or die, is my attitude. So I usually always kill them. If I'm blown out of them, I just kill them all and then start fresh. Who does that? I'm actually curious. What are your tactics here for trading prop accounts, guys? Share some ideas. Yeah, you do like I do now, right? It's either win or die, baby. Scalp or die. Well, this isn't really. These are just tactics for how you want to manage your purchases. These are the tactics for how you want to manage your trading. But my basic rule of thumb is I'm always going to nurse the funded accounts, and I really don't care about the evals. Especially the key thing is I want to buy evals when they're cheap, which is like right now, as you guys should all know, right? They are dirt cheap right now. Oops. Ten minutes to the open, nothing much going on. Honestly, right now, if any trades I'm going to do, I'm just going to do on micros because these are all bullshit trades, and I think you should too. Maybe we'll do a couple on evals on micros, but like the risk right now should be minuscule because there's very little directionality. Here's a turn trade in gold, right? So here we go. This is what I was talking about. Red, green, green. 30 seconds left. We'll try to trade the gold trade on the turn side one more time. See if it works. This is we'll trade it on the 23 account. No, I want to trade it on the 28 account. All right. Okay. Come on, get out. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just taking very, very quick trades here because I made a mistake of buying 2 contracts on the large side, and I'm just trying to build this account towards the 53 target. And I really, as I said, I really this isn't a trade I want to be committed to on a large scale. So I took a very quick 1 point on this thing, but the turn trade did work a little bit here for the move. But it's really very much 1 step forward, 2 steps backwards here on the whole thing. All right, so I want to lower my volume here just to 1 to all of these guys until we get to the straddle time. Interesting. Brooklyn says when he gets to 20, he's gonna copy 5 sets of 4. That's a good idea. I mean, so 4 accounts, one master to 3 slaves. That would be fine. What's the politically correct term now for copy accounts? It's lead account, follow accounts, right? Lead, follow. Sorry. I'm still using old terminology. So 1 lead to 3 follows. Probably pretty good. It's a pretty decent set for 20s. You could even do it 1 lead to 2 accounts, just to get a vibe. But the idea, of course, is when you're trade copying, you amplify the same trade, through 2 or 3 accounts. I also like that because it's not so. Once you go to like 1 account to 10 accounts, you get an enormous amount of slippage. But if you have 1 account to 2 accounts, you shouldn't get too much slippage. Nice. Okay. What time is it? 6 minutes to the open. Let's see if anybody has anything intelligent to say about what's going on over here. Let's see what Investing Live has to say. Not much. Kind of quiet, huh? Oh, wow, that's interesting. Gold, oil's finally. So I read this really fascinating deconstruct on oil that blows up this idea. That basically says that if U.S. does attack Iran, oil is actually going to go down, not up. I'll go through it in just 1 second. Let's just see if there's anything going on over here on the upper markets. Nasdaq flipping around. I want to. Nasdaq is also red, green, but not. We don't have enough range on the range here to give us another green label. So maybe we'll expand and we get another green label. It might be worthwhile, but it's the market open. So I hate trading market open. We'll have to wait. But this is like a classic, upside turn as well. Nasdaq was also very, very good at trading the buy side turning to the buy side, because both instruments are essentially buy to dip instruments, because they're both long-term trending instruments. So this creates a very Ben says master slave still works for me. The old school, yeah, I know. That's just, by the way, so you guys know, when you did trade copy, that was there was the master computer and the slave computers. That's all it means. I don't want to create unnecessary shitstorm when there isn't one. Those were the old terms. But now the new terms are leader, follower, which is, if you think about it, pretty much the same thing. All right, watching Nas. We're not gonna, we got 3 minutes to the open, so there's nothing much to do here. The only fly in the ointment on my Nasdaq, maybe I'm just thinking maybe we should give ourselves like 50 points of So if I go, if I'm just curious. If I go to, usually we use the 4-point contracts because that's the. Oh, sorry, just 1 second, guys. On the straddle, that gives you 40 points up, 40 points down, effectively, in terms of drawdown to target ratio. But what if we need a little bit, need to hang in there longer because maybe the decision doesn't drop down at 10 o'clock and so on and so forth? What if we did, if I did 3 contracts, it's 1,000, right? And that's a 50 point. That'd have to be 50 points. It's basically 202 ticks, which is still I think very reasonable. In other words, will NASDAQ move 50 points off of the announcement one way or the other? I think the answer is pretty much yes. So market opening up. No, the market not opening up. We still got 2 more minutes to the open. So maybe we'll change the ratios to like 3 contracts at 202 ticks. No stops. Brian, come to the coaching on Thursday, and I'll explain all the settings and everything else. We'll do, as a matter of fact, we'll just dedicate coaching to well charts, like the first half hour of coaching to well charts on Thursday, so people are not confused. And then that'll be recorded, and you guys can watch it. That'll be tomorrow night, by the way, obviously. All right, market 1 minute to the open. Kind of flipping around. We are in range on NASDAQ, not in range on gold, yellow to green. That's a good question. Judith's asking, do I think we're going to go up if Trump wins? No, if Trump loses, and go down if Trump wins. I don't know. I honestly don't. I honestly don't know how people are going to react, because you can make the argument both ways. If Trump wins, he's got control of the policy levers. That's good for the U.S. economy in many ways because we can bully everybody into buying our stuff. If he loses, you could make the argument, oh, prices are going to go down, but we lose a lot of executive power, and that could be viewed as negative. I don't know. Market opens up, we test the lows. By the way, if we hit session lows here at the 700 with a red, neon red, we will trade that. But we'll trade that as just kind of a straight up momentum trade here on the open before any of the new stuff happens. So market opening up and kind of dropping hard, dropping hard, dropping hard. 20 seconds left. And coming back out. I don't think it's all built in. I think that the market expects that the conventional wisdom is that what the SCOTUS is going to say is like, listen, everything retroactively is allowed, but going forward, Trump can't unilaterally impose tariffs without consulting Congress, which is the right Solomonic compromise, and that's probably would be positive because it means he still has control over his past actions, but his executive power is going to be curtailed a little bit. We're gonna sell. I'm waiting for this candle to close. We're dropping fresh session lows. Remember, fresh session lows. We definitely want to sell this. So I'm actually can go. Let's go here. Thank you. 19 seconds left. Let's see if this is going to work. Ten seconds. 6, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. looking for 10 points. Let's see if this could retrace on me, but let's see if we get some continuity. Yeah, market is really, really flying. Yep, and continuity it is. So that was good. That's the account that I am, I'm trying to build towards the 53. So that worked. So that's my bread and butter trade that I love to do, which is obviously selling. If it's neon red, I'm selling into the session lows. If it's neon green, I'm buying into the session highs. The break of the session lows, break session highs for continuity trade. Usually not bad. So that worked nicely. Now, honestly, there's just nothing to do. Let's just wait, and then we'll position ourselves at 10 o'clock and just dick around and see if the straddle trade will work. Wow, look at this pop. Holy cow. Is the news breaking early or what's going on? Just we could have just bought long, bought short on the session lows, and one of those things would have hit for a target, right? That would have been an easy trade. Wow, Nasdaq goes from session lows to session highs. Is somebody leaking news here? What's going on? What's going on? I feel like somebody's leaking news here. Trump to speak at globalist IEF. Forum to appreciate it. Wow, it really, really flipped around. Back to session highs. Buy. No, if I get retraced out. I tried hard, but I couldn't quite get it. 79 to 89. It was just a bad execution on my part, but it was worth a shot. It was fun to do it. If it's going to go back up again, I'm going to do it again. Gold at session lows, man. Wow, that was like a crazy roller coaster move on NAS. If you want to get the BK indicators on well charts, you need to sign up for my coaching, which by the way is right here. I'm going to put the link in for my coaching for anybody who wants my coaching. And if you're already a member of coaching, then just simply send me an email and I will set you up. Yeah, it's just like, look at this. It's just total chop city. But if we have a neon red on the lows, we got to go short on NASDAQ. The email is contact@bktraders.com. Ah, what was this? Like, what, it was like huge move, and then we kind of died. All right, I guess we wait. So about like 9 or 10 or 9:59 or so, I'm gonna straddle this. It's literally for shits and giggles. I have no idea because I've never tried. Obviously, this is not a calendar event. I don't even know if it's going to happen. Look at this, by the way. Look at this. I was thinking of hitting the fresh session lows here, kind of held up, and then boom. So it was 32. Look at that move. Gold. Gold really, really dropping. Let's trade that gold. I'm short gold. And gold got done. Nice, nice hit on that. That was good. So the momentum trade did work. Nice and clean. Anybody take that momentum trade to the downside in gold? Gold really getting liquidated hard, baby. Nice job on the gold, guys. Oh, gold really, really getting killed. I didn't want to. This was a massive volatility candle, so excuse me. Oh, sorry. I didn't think that 4 points of stop was going to be enough for a retrace, and it wasn't. That's why I didn't pull the trigger on this one. All right, shits and giggles. I'm just trading the retrace move here. Let's see if I can get it back. Yep. And just I like to do this. I like to do that kind of a where it pops off the bottom to the high, and then I'll just sell it for a really, really quick scalp. That's not a setup. That's just my own little thing. But I'm trying to move this account along towards the 53,000 while we're waiting for the straddle. And we don't really have any setups, so I'm cowboying, as some people know I tend to do. All right, look at this. NAS at fresh session lows again. Okay, cool. Oh, sorry, I missed this. That was a sell, guys. Sorry, I was not looking. That would have been a nice sell, I think, in NAS. If we went 62, then went to 52, that would have been a 10-point move for us. Again, session lows, neon session lows, pound them into the ground. As long as you have, first push, not set, like not this. This was a second candle. This is the first candle down. I love that trade. Anybody take that trade while I was like not paying attention and dicking around with my phone? That was a nice, clean trade. Yeah, Claudia, you took that trade? So we got 17 minutes left. Neil, good job. So obviously risk off right now, right? Everybody kind of freaking out on this whole tariff thing, which is interesting. Hopefully it sets us up for a big vol move. If it's a surprise to the upside, we pop it and drop it. Let's see if that happens. So for NAS, I'm going to give myself a little more room here. I'm going to go 3 NQs at 202 ticks, no stop. Let's see if that plays out. I'm second guessing myself. I'm going, what if it's just do I really need to go smaller and wider, or it's not, all that's going to do is just stall me from getting to target faster. No, it's very, NVIDIA and Google sold off. Yeah, NAS looks like it's really doing some nice liquidation here. We'll see. If the news is negative, this sets us up for a perfect vertical move to the downside, like through the 25,500s, that kind of stuff. So we'll see. So far, we're pretty much unidirectional on both gold and NASDAQ right now. 15 minutes to the big event. What's a live feed? Oh, let's see what Adams has to say. If the reasoning leans towards a major questions problem, the other tariffs could also be under threat. If it's more technical, then it clears a way for Trump to use tariff powers to reconstitute tariffs. Some of the administration officials have pledged. Remedy is also a thorny issue. Rules that tariffs must be refunded, and that it would be a windfall for importers and a big hit for U.S. government finances. It's nowhere near trillions that Trump often touts, but refunds would be about 130, 150 billion. So it's basically nobody knows situation. I think I'm going to have to go. The reason I'm going to go with smaller size is just because, remember, with Apex, unfortunately, if it's going up and down, it's constantly going to whittle down my ability to sustain the drawdown. So it's almost like, let me see, how far can I go? If I go to 50, 1,500 divided by 20, it's 75 points. It's a lot of points. That's 75 times 4, it's 300 ticks. I think that's a lot of ticks. But it will go 100 points one way or the other way, no? Should I go down to two contracts and 300 ticks? Should we do this? Just to give ourselves the, since we don't know exactly when the data is going to hit, and we could have vortex volatility. It's a very tough thing. It's like, it's really, we're operating in a gray zone here. Yeah, tariff is presumably at 10 o'clock, but of course you don't know if it's exactly at 10 o'clock. Look at gold. Gold really taking out fresh lows. A 10-point drop in gold here. Let's just do a small one here on gold. 10, 11 seconds. We'll see if this works. It almost came in and then came back out. That's why I was very, very leery of doing a big contract, because I knew there was going to be such a massive retrace on this thing. And I wasn't sure it was going to go the full 2 points down. When you have like a $10 candle, really the best trade is actually the one where I was talking about, where like you kind of races all the way up to the top of that candle, then you short it from there. But this is going to be problematic. That's why I did a very small size. Almost there. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of it. I'll take what I can get. I was very lucky to get it reversed. Probably hits my target, but it's fine. It's not what I want. It's not like I was going to win or die, lose myself on that hill. NASDAQ stabilizing. I really think, guys, I don't have a choice because we don't know exactly when it's going to hit. We don't know, what it's going to do. So there could be like 5 minutes of travel, of price travel after 10 o'clock. I think I'm going to have to go to 2 NQs, 302 ticks on the stop. I'm going to actually make that on what I'm going to add 302. If you guys want to see how that's done on my Tradeovate platform, let me see if you guys can see it. You guys seeing the platform? Yeah. Is everybody seeing it? Why is nobody seeing it? Yeah, you should be seeing it. Okay, you guys are seeing it. Okay, so we're going to go to my NQ over here. We're going to do 302 no stop. That's the name of the thing. Call that. And then we're going to just do take profit only, 302 ticks. That's 75 points plus 2 ticks for commission. And we just leave it at that, and we'll see how that goes. 52 minutes. So around 9:59, I'm going to do 2 contracts at this 302 no stop. 1 buy, 1 sell. That will be the 229 and the 230 contract. You guys vibing me on all of this? Let's actually have fun. Let's do a little poll. SCOTUS. Let's see what you guys think. I'm going to say stocks up, stocks down. Oops, I wrote sticks. Stocks up or stocks down? What do you think the ruling will do? I have a feeling I know how you guys are going to vote, but let's vote. Let's see what you guys think. Vote in the poll, guys. Five minutes to go. Again, there's no guarantee they're going to do this at 10 o'clock, but we're going to just lay it out and see how the conditions are. Five minutes to go. If stocks go up, then gold goes down? Not necessarily. It depends on what the ruling, how it works, whether it's a technical ruling or like a full ruling. Honestly, I don't think anybody can, even if you know what the ruling is, I don't think anybody knows what the reaction is, which is why I'm perfectly happy just to straddle, just to see if we get. I'm just betting on uniform volatility. This is one of those things that's really not a slam dunk one way or the other. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's going to be a Solomonic decision where they're going to say, no, you can't go forward, but everything backwards stays the same. And that's actually, I think, will be positive for stocks. We'll see. All right, I'm really trying not to pull my trigger here because I really want to be, I don't want to be seesawing up and down. And I reduce myself to just 2 contracts to give myself enough room so that, with Apex, if you seesawing up and down, your stops get narrower and narrower and narrower. It doesn't matter whether you like that rule or don't like that rule. It's the rule. So you gotta understand how to play it. $57, $9.57 coming up soon. That's 620 is pretty much where I think I'm going to be in. Maybe not. There's a lot of big movement here. I'm going to buy on 1. It's actually moving quite a lot. And I'm going to go to 30. I'm going to sell on that one. And I'm on 2 contracts, so that's, it's like oscillating. Here, I'll show this to you guys. You can actually see this. It's kind of oscillating a couple of $100 either way, so not horrendous, which means we can sort of survive the vol until it comes in. Maybe I came in a little too early, but you know me, I have zero patience. So, but it's sort of, between that 25 and 15, not a horrible thing. I'm going to take this off the screen so you guys don't have to watch this. What's this last third? Last third, here we go. I'm short 2 at 620, and I think I'm long, just tell you, 2 at 620. Oh, I'm like the same price, I think. Okay, that's as good as you can get on the positionality. So if I'm at 620, I need 75 points, which means I need like a 550 move to the downside. It's already starting to move to the downside with about a minute to go. So if we get around 550, the short is going to work. But at least, I'm able to sort of, again, you voted up, so everybody should sell. Let's see. All right, let's see what the market wants to do. $529.30. $44.45. Let's see if they have any reaction. I'm done. I'm done. The short worked. I guess it was kind of negative. All right, the short worked. Beautiful. Actually, I'm still in the long. I'm really in the long. Wow. Hang on. Let me get out of the long. Wow. Oh, I'm out. I'm out of the long too. All right. Beautiful. The short worked. I got funded on the short. You guys want to see it? Here's the short that got funded. We're literally $13 above funding, so that worked nicely. Let's see. I don't even know what the ruling is. Let's see. All right, now we can go and see what they say. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they haven't dated. Maybe they haven't even maybe the ruling hasn't even come in. Let's see what's going on over here. Let's go to Twitter. Okay. No. Just a. No, I don't see any movement here. Let's see what happened here. No, just existing homes. Supreme Court ruling has not really ruled. It's just that we started diving ahead of it, which worked fine. Financial juice. I don't see anything. Listen, if it's not on that, if it's not on zero hedge, it's not going to be on financial news. But sure, I'm happy to go financial news. Where's my financial juice? Wait, where's my financial? Oh, it's in my reading. Here we go. Financial juice. That's all existing homes. That's all it was. That was the move. It was actually existing homes that drove. Oh, it was a huge buy in existing home sales, right? So isn't that positive? I don't know why did the market go up. The market went up because it was negative interest rates. Maybe that's what it was. So far, no announcement. All right, so we just got lucky on the movement, and actually this was a really good strategy of just using 2 contracts because it just kept us in the game without really retracing much. Would have been good also on gold too. I mean, everything is just hitting lows now. But I did my job. I got everybody funded. Now it's just a matter of us trading the continuity in the news. I'll hang with you guys. I got to go soon, but I'll hang with you. Let's see, maybe 10, 15 or so. They're going to break the news and see if it's working. But this was a move just off of the existing homes, not necessarily anything on SCOTUS. So I'm glad anybody else got funded. Anybody else trade the way I did on the 2 NASs? Did that work for you guys? Let me know. Oh, somebody wants to say hi, guys. Somebody wants to say hi. Can you see the beast? Say hello to Beast. Can you see the Beast? How do you guys like this new camera angle, by the way? Is it okay? Can you hear me okay? I mounted a little bit farther away. Hopefully it's good for you guys. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Thank you. The dog is a psycho. Beast is very cute, but what a fucking pain in the ass he is. It's better, right? Yeah, thank you. I'm glad. Audio, you like audio? I think the audio projects better. It's it's a better angle. Good. Just like you, women. It's like a psycho girlfriend. That's exactly what he's like. That dog has cost me a small BMW in veterinary bills from all the fights that he gets into, like pit bulls, where I had to literally drag him from the jaws of death. It's a fucking nightmare. So hopefully that's done. You went short 5 contracts on NQ, got stopped out. So TN Global, that's what was I talking about the whole time? I was talking about let's do less because I need more room, and you went more. So what's the lesson there, my friend? Remember what I was telling you? We got lots of volatility. I want to go lower. I'm going to give myself more points because I want to survive the retraces. That's exactly it. And remember, the game is really stacked against you on Apex with larger size. It's actually, by the way, a super, super good lesson. We'll talk about this in coaching because I fall for this all the time. You don't understand how badly the game is stacked against you the larger you go. And you don't understand how invulnerable you are, how absolutely impervious you are. Impervious you are to losing your account the smaller you stay. And I'll go through the math. It's because, like casinos, they know exactly what you're going to do, and they know how to just completely amplify your weakest point. So that was actually kind of a good lesson for all of us, that on an uber high volatility, you go smaller to survive the retraces and then just knock it. I had it up here. Didn't I have here it is, 2 NQs, 302 ticks, no stop. I showed it right on the screen, guys. Brooklyn, did you trade? You traded ES. So Brooklyn, share with us. I'm going to actually type your ES. Can you just give me your basic parameters? You were trading. Are you trading 10 ESs again? Your crazy ass. Wait, why can I do text here? Okay, we'll do this. So this is the Brooklyn method. He trades 10 ES. How many ticks? I think you were doing. I forgot you told me. Was it like five points? So it was 20 ticks. So he's doing 10 contracts, 26 ticks, and he's using a 40 stop. I don't even, why do you bother using a stop? 26. So 26 ticks on 10. So remember, each point is 50, 10 is 500. So he needs 6 points to clear. He needs 6 points to clear the target. And how you clearing at 25? Oh, it's 4 points. That's right. It's 4 points, which is 24. That's it. So what he's doing is at 24 ticks, that's his target. He makes the 3,000, and he has that one extra tick to pay for commission, for comms. So that's what he's doing. 26 ticks on 10, just straight down like a fish. Still no news on this, huh? Supreme's punt again. Could be. Yeah, that's an interesting approach that he's using. So maybe we got no Supremes guy, but we did get funded, so that's all that matters. I'll leave you guys be. We could have a little bit of fun here if you want to play with me on the reverse trade. I mean, we could actually just hang on the reverse trade here, and I'm only going to trade like one contract. This is for. Let me make sure that I want to. This is for the two accounts that I'm still nursing in like a regular fashion. So maybe one of these accounts I'll trade NASDAQ on a reverse. I'll hang with you guys for one more attempt to do a reverse trade. So a reverse trade or a turn trade is where we have the red followed by two greens against the, obviously a range expansion structure. So gold clearly showing us possibilities. That's a 20-40 trade in gold. I want to make sure that I'm a 40-80 trade in NASDAQ. All right, all of this is organized on the 23 account. 23 account. All right, let's see if this. Now I told you that I do like the turn to buy trade in gold. If it holds, we'll see if we can get this move here. NASDAQ is big moves to the upside. Holy shit, what's going on here? I don't even know what to do. I think I'm going to try and do gold first. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm in gold. I don't know why it's not. What happened to my targets? Oh, it's right there. 21.7. It's just not. It's just taking time to show up. Come on, baby, come on. You son of a bitch. NASDAQ is working, but gold is not. The one I chose is not working. NASDAQ on a turn is really, really working well. Fuck. Come on, gold. Oh, you know what? I'm on the doesn't matter. Shit. I'm on a tiny contract. I'm on a tiny contract anyways. I totally forgot that I was trading. Never mind. I should have traded this on a big contract. So this really doesn't matter. This is gonna work, but you know, it's fine. Shit. The trade that really was good was the NASDAQ trade. I'm sorry, I chose the wrong contract, but the idea is to show you the concept, because this concept repeats itself, you know, hour after hour after hour. Judith, good job, Judith. Hey guys, let's give Judith a big hug. All right, Judith, you know what you're gonna get, Judith? Because Judith has been just learning. I think Judith deserves this. Hang on a second. Let me put her up there. Okay. And Judith, we're gonna give you the song. I think you deserve the song today. That's good news. I love it. I love it when people get funded. Why is this not playing? Is it playing? Oh, I know, because I'm on. Good job. See? Feeling hot, can't get thinner. Perfect. Nice. Very good. Really happy for you, Judith. Super nice. You know, once you get funded, like once you hop that turnstile, as we say in New York City, it becomes easier and easier. Look at the NAS. That's what I was trying to tell you. That turn trade is a beautiful trade. And by the way, gold also worked. I just pushed it out in the last second here because, you know, I got frustrated by NASDAQ. But NASDAQ was just a great trade to the upside. Anyways, it's been a good day. Everybody got funded. You learned a little bit about the turn trade. We got nothing out of SCOTUS, but who cares? We still made money. That's all that matters. And you guys are learning about the the quality turn trade against big ranges, which is always a really good setup. So tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit about well charts and coaching. I will see everybody tomorrow regular time. I think we're just going to do 9 o'clock to 10:30 tomorrow regular trading. Today was the second day of event risk trading, and we did the best we could with it. Ruling's been delayed again. Yeah, I think they don't want to. I think there's either infighting or they don't even want to deal with this. I don't know. I feel like they're at each other's throats. Like they can't come to a conclusion. That's why they're delaying it. So it's interesting. Anyways, we trade what we're given, and we were able to take what we could, which is all that matters. Thank you guys so much. Everybody have a wonderful day. Great session. I'm really happy. Great for Judith. Thank you. Everybody else. Judith, congratulations on getting funded. Brooklyn, you're like almost at 20 accounts, and hopefully everybody else is that. Those people who are new and are kind of just interested to get the full coaching and obviously get all the tools, because you really can't trade without tools, join my coaching. Not only, by the way, the good deal with the coaching is that you get a discount on coaching, but you also, I'm going to give you $100 back so you can buy free accounts. You can get free Apex accounts just by joining. So it'd be super good. Look at this reversal, guys. Holy shit. What a nice move. All right, everybody. I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody enjoy. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. You're the best. Judith says she's got 2 funded now because of my coaching. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, take care. I'll see you later. Bye.